heirlooms yesterday, and those are ones that didn't make the trip from down there to up here. I mean, they're pretty fragile. So.
Do you just pull those out of the freezer so you have the whole jar in the freezer?
I pulled this out of the freezer. This is a roasted tomato sauce I did at one time. I was not in the mood to. It was one of those days. It was 100 and whatever, and I thought I'm not cooking that stuff. So in the freezer it went.
So are we processing now?
We are processing.
I see the steam is happening. I don't know if you can see this, but
yeah, we have been processing for 5 minutes.
See? She's on it. She started it and we didn't even know.
And you need a timer to keep yourself going.
So that one's not sealed. That one's just in the jar and in the freezer.
Sealed, but it hasn't been processed through the hot water canner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get all that water going.
Okay. Too hot now.
Yeah.
So you did part of the process and then just stuck it in the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's with these kind of things. They have these now.
Yeah, they have much better containers.
The ball freezer jar.
I have some of those full of peaches.
Yeah. And they're great for that kind
The
of
kids like them. You just set them down.
How would you work that? Like, okay, say we have some tomatoes and I have those containers. What do I do?
So you could do what we did today, blanching, peeling, putting whole ones in here. You can cut them into, eighths, quarters.
Add your lemon, your salt, and
just put that thing in there.
hot water and freeze it.
Not even hot water if you don't want to, because
to do
it's
that,
going
huh?
in the freezer. So yeah, you just put her in the freezer, and that's all you got to do. And they do have nice little ones, and maybe that's what you can send them with your kids for lunch. They're like half size, Yeah, you can fill them with fruit or applesauce, whatever.
But if you prefer glass obviously still works.
Yeah, sure, exactly. So
I use the steamer thing.
Food sealer.
These are peaches that I will use in fact I will use them this weekend, last weekend of summer, in a fruit crisp or something like that. So there's 5 cups or 6 cups or whatever the recipe calls for in here, and I will just put this in the pan, cover it with the crust stuff that I have, and that's it.
So what's in there? Just the peaches cut up? That's it?
And a little
with the fruit.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little
But
fruit
no
fresh to keep
cooking,
the.
no nothing. You just sliced them, peeled them, and put them in.
That's right.
Because I have that thing, but I just didn't really use it.
Yep.
If you have jam that turns brown, it's still fine, right?
Yeah, but it just doesn't look as good.
It just doesn't look as good.
If
I
you
have
use
one. I guess my dad forgot to put that in there.
Yeah.
If you
And
use
he
this,
said just taste it because it should be fine, and it was fine.
Yeah,
it just looks brown.
it's just oxidizing. It's like
Yeah.
like a avocado when you cut it and you leave it on the counter and the top turns that ugly color, but it still tastes good. It doesn't stop
you
me.
can use
It's
that
an
on avocado
you know.
too. Keep the guacamole looking green.
Don't stand in front of that thing
Get a
for
spa.
any kind of period of time.
You want to steam your face.